Don't send anymore. Don't send anymore. I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. No more. No more. No more. No more. Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of The Conservative Poet with me, Amania. So, Merry Christmas once again. I know we're in between Christmas and New Year's, but for me, it's still Christmas. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So, we got to talk about Eric Adams. We haven't talked about New York City and that mess for a minute. We've been talking a lot about Chicago, but today we're going to tap into the city. We're going to tap into NYC to see what the illegals and Eric Adams have been up to. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, if you're interested in seeing that, then stay tuned. So, it looks like Adams is taking a page from his colleague, Mayor Brendan Johnson of Chicago. So he is telling the buses to stop coming. I'm going to write legislation. I'm going to write rules. You can't show up whenever you want. You can't come here whenever you want. I'm protesting against the buses, says Eric Adams. But I don't know if he read the whole memo, because when Brendan Johnson said the same thing to the buses, Governor Greg Abbott of Texas said, well, friend, I'm 10 steps ahead of y'all. I'm going to ship them out to you another way. And so if Adams hasn't seen that version yet, make sure it's coming, friend. So we're going to get into a news clip of Eric Adams talking about how he's going to stop the buses. Let's go. This video is brought to you by the Orlando Patriot. Take a few minutes to hear us out. We've got some great deals for you. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Election Year. We are proud to offer some great selections for the holiday season. Here is our All I Want for Christmas is a New President and a New First Lady design. The design comes in multiple colors and styles, t-shirts and sweatshirts. They make a great gift for any patriot or any liberal in your life. Have a little fun this Christmas and trigger a leftist. Get 30% off your purchase. We also have digital gift cards available as well. Thank you so much for your support. We need to continue to support our country, and we do that with your support. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and God bless you.
Tonight to slow the city's immigration crisis, or at least try. After months of migrant surges, he's now ordering all bus companies to give the city 32 hours notice before transporting asylum seekers into New York. Both a shrewd and desperate move. The target, the conservative governor of Texas, and who forces migrants out of his state and onto buses to big cities. Will it work? Here's Josh Oninger.
Those endless convoys of buses brimming with migrants may finally slow down. At least that's Mayor Adams' hope, thanks to a new executive order aimed at taking control of the crisis.
We really are saying to bus operators and companies, do not participate in Governor Abbott's actions, and we want them to take the appropriate actions of being responsible.
Most of the buses arriving unannounced under the cover of darkness are chartered by the state of Texas, whose anti-immigrant Governor Greg Abbott has been shipping tired and desperate families thousands of miles to sanctuary cities like New York, where today the mayor signed a new executive order requiring buses drop off at a designated location and only from Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. and noon, with at least 32 hours notice. Failure to comply would lead to fines against bus companies and even the impoundment of buses. The city says it's seeing close to 16,000 new asylum seekers every month.
This is a national problem that has only been exacerbated by Governor Abbott's cruel, inhumane politics. The federal government must take responsibility.
With the population shift only getting worse and increasing numbers of migrants from around the world fleeing hardship at home and marching north through Central America, today the U.S. Secretaries of State and Homeland Security led a delegation to Mexico to try to convince the Mexican president to help step up immigration enforcement south of the border, reopen key ports of entry, and perhaps more important, encourage migrants to stay in Mexico. Back in New York, the flood of migrants keeps deepening. The mayor hoping his new executive order will make a dent. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Heard that? Seen that? Good. So, Mayor Eric Adams, boo-hoo, whining and crying and calling executive decisions, executive orders, in order to stop the buses. Again, this is a mayor who said, we're a sanctuary city and we are not bigots against illegals. We are not bigots against migrants. We are not xenophobes. We are not any kind of phobe because we want everybody to come here. And so, as you can see here, they are marching on in. They're coming on down. They're coming to New York City. But wait, hold up. You want to say, no, you don't want any more? You want the buses to stop and you're going to take legal action? You're going to write executive orders so that the buses can stop coming, and then you're going to fine the buses, the bus companies, American businesses? You're going to fine them? These people probably haven't had any good business in a long time. And here comes an opportunity for the bus companies to make a little bit of money. And here you are saying no again to American business. I mean, Eric Adams, these people are too much. But they'll say, come on down to the illegals. And now the illegals are here and they have a problem with it. They have a problem with it. You see the crowds, the amount of people pouring in. I mean, it's unbelievable. And when you see that, and then they come on television, the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, the affirmative action, when she comes on and she says, nah, we don't have no problem. There's no problems at the border. The border is perfectly fine. The border is perfectly fine. And then Joe Biden comes out here and he says, no, we don't have no problem. We're good on the border. We're handling it. It's handled. It's good. But the American people can see we clearly have a problem when you see these rows and rows and rows and rows of people pouring in, coming in on the streets. We know it. We know that there's a problem, but yet they come out here and they lie to us. So it appears again in the video that nobody's talking Joe Biden. His name hasn't come up yet. Eric Adams said this is a federal problem, but he's learning his lesson, right? That whip that they cracked on him, that sexual assault whip, that whip that they're cracking on him. Yeah, all those, the FBI raid, that whip that they cracked on him. Yeah, he's I guess he's minding his tongue today. He didn't call out Joe Biden. He did say it's a federal problem. It's a federal problem. And we all know that's AKA Biden, but nobody's going to say that right now. Any event, they go on to talk about that Mayorkas is going down here to Mexico to talk to the Mexican president to say, hey man, how about we put that remain in Mexico policy? Yeah, let's do that. Can we remain in Mexico? Can we keep them here in Mexico? Now, if you remember, remain in Mexico happened under President Donald J. Trump. And first day in office, what did old Biden do? He came and got that out. He took that out. He said, nah, they don't have to stay in Mexico. They can come on down. They can come on down. And so they've been coming on down. They've been coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. But the mayors have a problem with that. They should really take that up with their president, Joe Biden. So they want to have the Remain in Mexico policy. Again, another great Trump policy that worked, that did great things, that kept the people at bay. It kept them at bay. They weren't coming in here. They weren't here. They were there. But Now they're out there begging Mexico to do it again. You think they will? I don't know. I don't think so, because those people, Mexico probably don't want all those people in their country either. But they do let them through because they know they're going straight to the USA. We just letting y'all walk through our little country here. We know you ain't staying here because you can't stay here, but we'll let you walk through many as you need to, because you're gonna walk through. Now you call talking about leaving them here? You want them to remain in Mexico? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work for us now. Under Trump, yeah, we were able to do that because he was doing all kinds of threats. He was threatening us. We could do that under Trump. But under y'all, I don't think so. I doubt that they'll go for it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a random woman on the internet, as my friend Greg would say. I'm just a random woman here on the internet. So let's move on. So if Eric Adams sees that his city is imploding, he sees that his city is in trouble, and he's taken all, I mean, he's gone to DC and begged for money many times, and Biden says, no, 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 you need to shut your mouth. We're not going to have this. I'm going to put the DOJ on you. I'm going to put the FBI on you, and you're going to have all kinds of problems if you don't shut up. So I think he's done shut up now. And so, but he's gone to Washington to beg for money for help with this crisis, and they're not helping. And so now he's taken it upon himself. So he's now writing executive orders to try to keep the buses from coming in. But as I said in the beginning of this, Greg Abbott is 10 steps ahead. So he foresee this coming, and he's making other decisions too. And he's also wrote an executive order that I did a video on just a few days ago, where he actually put legislation in place where they're going to be arresting and stopping the illegals right then and there. So Mayor Adams may have, some relief coming towards him in a little while once this goes into effect. I think it goes into effect in March. And so until then, who knows, we could probably have another 10 billion walk through the borders. Who knows? My problem is, where the hell do they go? Where do they go? Any event, that's gonna be it for the video. This was a fun one to make. I haven't done Eric Adams in a couple of months. God, it's been a month or so since I've done him. So this was definitely fun. And I actually have another one coming up of him, because Eric has been in the media a lot lately. He's been having chats. He's been doing Zoom meetings with other mayors like Brendan Johnson. We're gonna cover next. So you're interested? You're gonna see that video next. Now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in that video.